with another video. I've got my little man with me today. Look, Tottenham and Villarreal. Look, before I crack on with the rest of my stream and from this Champions League victory, only last night, by the way, as I speak. Look, if you're new to my channel, like I've said, hit that subscribe button, smash a like, have your say in the comment section. Look, let's crack on with this one. So obviously the formation Thomas Frank put out was a 4-3-3 formation. So the Cairo in goal, back forwards Pedro Romero, Mickey Van der Ven, Jed Spence, Saar, Bentancur, Bergville, and up top was Mohamed Kudus, Richarlison, and Xavi Simons. If I remember rightly, 6 players from that starting 11 made their debut in the Champions League. I know one of them was Jed Spence and Tenelai, another one was Mickey Van der Ven. But where do I start? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the line. I was when I was looking, like, you know, I was looking to see where Xavi Simons was going to play, and obviously Richarlison. For me, I was saying to myself, why not put Xavi Simons, play him as a 10, and switch Richarlison out on the wing, and then quickly just looking at the subs bench. João Palhinha on the bench as well was a bit of a shock to me. I thought he was going to start as well, but as we all know, Thomas Frank knows best, and he's done wonders so far. But going on to last night, first half, we was all over Villarreal. I'm just going to quickly get up the old the stats, get the stats up. So Villarreal had no shots on target, would you believe? Which is a shock. Which is a shock because they was all over us in the second half. But, you know, before I get onto that in a minute, first half was just phenomenal. Absolute fire last night. Couldn't have wished for a better start. Especially, you know, being back in the Champions League after a good couple of seasons now. So, yeah, man, it's yeah. First half, like I said, all over them. Second half, the second half. I'm just getting the stats up now. So we had 1 shot on target, but Villarreal had diddly squat. They had nothing. Shots, overall shots, they had 10. We had 9. But yeah, man, we could have easily killed the game. Easily killed the game in the first half. Easily. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, Villarreal, second half were there was how can I say it? Not so much all over us, but we were just so sloppy. Just so sloppy. You know, we could have done a lot better. You know what I mean? We could have done a lot better. But you know, we've got to be a lot better. Come here, mate. We've got to be. We have got to be a lot better. You know, front and right, we got Bodo Glimt up next, and that's going to be away. I know we played there before in the Europa League, only last season, would you believe? Leading up to our famous victory, getting us into the Champions League for the first time in a good 2 or 3 years now. Exactly. You heard it there. But I've lost my thread now. But you know, look, Bodo Glimt up next. They will give us a test, and especially being in their own backyard, it won't be easy playing on the old 3G pitches. And again, in front of them, rightly after that is Copenhagen back at the lane. So we should get, on paper, that's 6 points there from those 2 next games coming up in the Champions League. So on paper, a brilliant start, an absolute phenomenal start, being back in the Champions League. But we have to be better. I know a lot of people would say it, and I'm going to say it as well. You know, when you look at it on paper, it's a phenomenal start, brilliant start, absolutely brilliant. We couldn't ask for better. 3 points, and a clean sheet. A clean sheet. But when you look at the rest of it, going back to the second half, we have to be better. Have to be a lot better. And also, Thomas Frank has to get the subs on a lot quicker. Get them on a lot quicker. I was for quite a majority of the time last season. I was shouting at a TV screen for Ange Postecoglou to bring on the subs because he left it far too late. We did. So but don't get me wrong, Frank. I know. Thomas Frank knows what he knows what he's doing. But quickly looking back at the lineups, man. He where is it? He brought on Danzo, 92nd minute. João Palhinha, 69th minute. Brennan Johnson, 77, and Kolo Muani again late on, 77th minute. Very late. But yeah, man, going back to what I said earlier, I would have actually started Xavi Simons as a 10, Richarlison out on the wing, and go from there, see what happened. But you got to give these boys time. Xavi Simons, you got to give him time, man. So it's a whole different league. And we all know what he's got under his belt. So Spurs fans, sit tight. It's going to take time. But we've got a brilliant. We are building a brilliant squad here. But going back to the first half, we've just, we just had to bring. What baffled me was, that we're all over the place playing fantastic football, yet they couldn't bring that out in the second half. It's like the old saying: we're 1-0 up, we sit back a little bit. You can't do that. Cannot do that. We were in some ways we were very lucky to walk away with 3 points because they did have their chances. Villarreal did have their chances. And that's my little man in the background, by the way, guys. But yeah, man. Quickly, whilst it's on my mind, one of the Spurs subs on the bench last night, Byfield. He was actually in the was it the under-21s only that afternoon, playing for the under-21s against Villarreal, and then he comes straight into the first squad to sit on the bench last night. So it's fantastic, man. Come over here. But yeah, man, Brennan. In a slight way, I was a bit shocked to see Brennan Johnson. I was a bit. I'm going to look at the comments in a minute, guys. I was a bit shocked to see. I was a bit shocked to see Brennan Johnson on the bench as well. Especially João Palhinha. I thought João Palhinha was going to start. Come over here. But yeah, man, it's like I said, Thomas Frank knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. But like I keep saying, it's a fantastic start. Absolutely fantastic start to come over here. This guy interrupting me. Yeah, man, it's a brilliant start. Being back in the Champions League. Honestly, but we just have to play the full 90 minutes, full on. There's no sitting back. No sitting back in this. Come here, then. Come here, boy. Yeah, man. There's no sitting back. But in a way, we were very lucky to walk away with the 3 points and a clean sheet last night. But there's bigger opponents coming up. I know we got Paris Saint-Germain. I know we've played them already, and we gave them a decent game. But the boys have got to be switched on for the full 90. Guys, if you've just joined, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, smash a like. Have your say in the comments section. I'm just going to have a little quick butchers at the comments. See if there's anything that's actually come in, by the way. But yeah, I've lost my thread now. But yeah, we've got to be better. But like I said, yeah, man, we just got to play you know, with full power. The whole 90, you know, there's, like I said, there's no sitting back. No sitting back. No sitting back. You know, it's like I said earlier, to see, when I did actually check the stats, because I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep for a majority of the second half because I just found it so boring. I really did. Really found it boring. But when I did check back on the stats, to see Villarreal not have a shot on target, it was just, yeah, man, we were lucky. We were lucky. But, you know, old Thomas Partey come on, booed him. I was one of them. You know, that guy, how is he still playing football is beyond me. It really is. Absolutely beyond me, honestly. It baffles me, man. It really does baffle me. But, yeah, man. Bro, end the live. No, man. I'll end the live when I want to end the live. You get me? You know what I mean? Guys, that's my little boy, by the way, if you're wondering who that noise is. But yeah, if you've just joined, get subscribing, smash the like, please. Come on, have your say in the comment section. Come on, let's see your thoughts on last night's game against Villarreal. But like I keep saying, you know, we've got to be a lot better. Have to be a lot better. But yeah, with Bodo Glimt up next, you know, like I said earlier in my stream, I know we've played them before in Europa and walked away with 3 points, fun and brightly. You know, it's how can I say it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones, you know. What are you doing? My God, my boy's putting me off. Jude, I'm losing my thread here, man. Come here. This boy. But guys, come on. Another comment's just come in. It was a bad game, so boring. Yeah, man. Like I said, I was falling asleep. I was literally falling asleep in that second half. It was a hard watch. It was a hard watch, you know. I literally lost count how many times we gave the ball away. You know, I know there was quite a few times where there was, who was it? Hang on. You want it open? Yeah, sorry guys. There was quite a few times where, you know, we would have the ball and we'd give it away. I think there was one occasion where Mohamed Kudus had the ball, tried to square it across. Square it across. You just wanted it open. Where he literally squared the ball across, you know, and gave it away, and it was pretty much on goal for a second goal from Spurs. But you know, yeah, man, you know, it's like I keep saying, the boys have got to be switched on here. Spurs would have been so good with Marmouche. Why didn't you go for him? That's news to me. I know. I know we're going back. We're going back to the old transfers now, but I know we didn't get Savinho from City. But Marmouche, nah, not for me. Another comment. Let's talk about today's UEFA Champions League matches. Richie is meaty. Yeah, man. I'll have it. Yeah, let's have a little discussion about tonight's games in a bit. But guys, come on, let's hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on last night's game a little bit more. But like I keep saying, you know, I'm repeating myself now. But going back to the first half, we've just got to bring the first half into the second half, and we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. We know we will. We've only got to look back to when we played Paris Saint-Germain in the Super Cup. We played phenomenal football against, on paper, the best team in Europe. You know what I mean? You know, so it's there. It's doable. It is really doable. And at the same time, we have players missing. Come here. We have players missing. You know, Dejan Kulusevski, who would have started last night. James Maddison, again, would have started last night. You know, we've got boys missing, you know. But, you know, we all know when we've got our starting 11, we can pretty much take on anyone. But at the same time, we cannot sit back and switch off. We have to be full on from the get-go until that final whistle. But yeah, like I said, you know, we've got Bodo Glimt up next. You know, I'm sure the boys will get it done. That'd be 6 points on the board, and hopefully another clean sheet. You know, like I said, it's been a fantastic start to the season. With Thomas Frank, you know, I know we're gonna have our off days because we did against Bournemouth. Going back to the Premier League, but yeah, man. Look, I'm just gonna have a quick butchers at tonight's games. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. But yeah, guys, if you've just joined, by the way, hit that subscribe button, smash a like. Come on. So tonight's game, sorry, Olympiacos against Pavos, Slavia Prague against Bodo Glimt, Ajax against Inter Milan, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. That's going to be a tasty game there. Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. That could be quite tasty as well. And Paris Saint-Germain have got Atalanta. So yeah. Tasty. If I remember rightly, Chelsea actually knocked out Bayern Munich in the Club World Cup. I'm sure they did, leading to Chelsea getting to the final. I'm sure they did. I can see Atletico Madrid giving Liverpool a game, even though it's at Anfield as well. Inter Milan, Ajax. If you're going to ask me, I'm going to say Inter Milan just to edge that one. Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt. Maybe another away win there. I'm going to say Bodo Glimt to nick that one. Olympiacos and Pavos. I don't really know a lot about Pavos. I'm going to say a draw for that one. Going back to Bayern Munich and Chelsea, that's going to be very, very tasty. Possibly a draw. If not, maybe a Bayern Munich just to nick it. And obviously Harry Kane to get the winner there. Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. Being at Anfield, that's only going to be a 3-pointer there for Liverpool. But obviously, Atletico, they will give Liverpool a game, definitely. And the last one tonight is Paris Saint-Germain against Atalanta. That's only getting one way. It's at Paris as well. Yeah, man, straight 3-pointer for PSG there. But yes, guys. Let me just quickly go back to the comments before I go, because I can't stay on here long, guys. But yeah, I'm just so thankful that, you know, that the boys got off to a very good start, and we couldn't have asked for better, you know, on paper. But obviously, going back to the second half, we can't be doing it. Cannot be doing it. Just having a little look at the comments here. Why does Frank bench Paulinho? I'm confused. Yeah, man. Like I said earlier in my stream, I was a bit shocked to see Paulinho on the bench, in a way saying that Brennan Johnson as well. I know. It's a bit half and half with the Spurs fans. You know, some hate him, some don't. I like Brennan. I rate Brennan. I know he does have his off days. There you go, mate. You want it there? I know Brennan Johnson has his off days, but I was a bit shocked to see him start on the bench. What's the other comments here? Liverpool 4-1. Liverpool to win 4-1. Jesus. Wow. Salah will score a hattie and silence the haters. Yeah, I'm sure Salah's going to bag 1 or 2 goals tonight. But yeah, like I said, and I'll say it again, I'm just thankful the boys got off to a very, very good start. I was expecting more from Villarreal last night before kickoff. Really was. But yeah, man, here we are, guys. I'm just going off subject slightly. Here you go, mate. Going off subject slightly. I'm just going to quickly check Tottenham's next run of fixtures in the Premier League. What's up? You want that one? Next run of fixtures. If I can quickly find it. What's going on? Boy. Right, where are we? Yeah, the next run of fixtures, guys. Where are we? It's not loading. Why isn't it loading? It's not loading, guys. It's not loading. It's not loading. Right, here we go. So obviously got Brighton on Saturday. The next game after that is Doncaster in the Carabao Cup. Back in the Premier League, it's Wolves, and then away. So our next Champions League game is not till Tuesday the 30th of September, so a couple of weeks away. I said it's only next week, isn't it? I can't remember now. But yeah, yeah. Bodo will give us a test. They will give us a test, but we got the job done there before, leading to the Europa final. What's the matter? You want this page? Come here. This boy, man, honestly. But yeah, look, I'm gonna have to go because my boy's wanting me. But yeah, man, look, if you've never seen my videos before or even come across my channel, please hit the old subs button. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it, guys. You want that one? I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go now. But yes, guys, please share. Yeah, man, that's enough for me. I've got to go because my boy's nagging me. But yeah, I would be on here for longer, but he's nagging me big style. But yeah, guys, that's enough for me. As always, up the Spurs. Take care, guys. Take care.